So I had my hubby take me to Target today to look at some maternity clothes. And I honestly thought that, it'd be somewhat of a simple trip, just walk in, the maternity section isn't too far from the front. First of all, I don't exactly walk too terribly normal yet. I kind of have this little hunched over walk, and I look a little robotic. Let me just explain, apparently people out there are really freaking rude because every single person stared at me like there was something majorly wrong with me. I legit felt like I needed to have some sort of shirt on that said, "I just had surgery, stop being rude and don't stare." So not only did I have a bunch of people staring at me, apparently that little walk just from the front of the store to the maternity section was more than my body was ready for. It fought me the entire time. And honestly, when I left the store, I started crying because A, people were staring at me, and B, I felt so discouraged that my body was just not ready for something as simple as walking through Target. I mean, I know the surgery that I had was very invasive, but they had me walking the halls of the hospital because it's supposed to be good for your body to kind of keep things going and everything. So I honestly thought that a little walk into Target would be no big deal. So yeah, I am home and I am back in bed. I obviously wasn't ready for that little trip just yet, but I had to get out of the house. For my sanity, I had to get out of the house. I'm not the type of person to just lay in bed and watch TV all the time. It kind of makes me go mentally crazy. It's nice if it's like a choice and you're like, hey, today I'm gonna be lazy and watch TV all day. Yeah, that's cool. But when it's not a choice and it's kind of forced on you because that's all your body can really handle, it starts to make you go mentally a little cuckoo. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm in a crap ton of pain. I am just going to basically be here in bed the rest of the day and probably the rest of the weekend. Also, I wanted to mention we have not found out anything about the gender yet. They said 7 to 10 business days since the blood test, and yesterday was 8 business days. I even called and left them a voicemail and everything, and I never heard back from them. So we're really hoping that on Monday we're going to hear something, because at this point in time we're going a little crazy. We just so badly want to know, is it a boy? Is it a girl? We've gone through so much with this little baby bean, so we're just like, we want to know who's in there.
Did you want to know the gender?
Yes, I really do.
Okay. It's a baby girl.
Oh my god! Oh my god, thank you so much! We lost a baby girl back in 2015, so this is huge news for us. This is huge news for us. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Congratulations.
So I haven't really been recording the past couple weeks because things have been pretty uneventful. I learned during my last pregnancy that uneventful means things are going well. It's just been a lot of downtime in bed, letting my body recover from the procedure. The doctor said that for 6 full weeks post-op, that's what I'm supposed to do, just basically do a whole lot of nothing. I see him every 2 weeks, so he can kind of check up on the baby and check up on the cerclage, make sure everything looks good, and so far everything looks good. We did, however, have a little bit of a scare recently when I went to go see my regular OB. He did a test called AFP, I believe it is. It's a blood test, and I got a phone call on Thursday of last week from my regular OB saying that the blood results came back a little bit elevated. He explained to me that that means our daughter could possibly have spina bifida, and that scares the living daylights out of my husband and I. Thankfully, though, they did bring us in Friday of last week, which was the day after we got the phone call, and they did an ultrasound and they checked her brain and her spine, and they said that everything looks okay. As I mentioned just a little bit ago, I see my high-risk doctor every 2 weeks, so today was my day to see him. He is so super cautious with absolutely everything with my pregnancy, so he made sure to check every single little nook and cranny that he could even possibly see on that ultrasound, and he too said that he doesn't believe that she has spina bifida, and he even pointed out different things on the ultrasound saying, you know, if she did, this is what we would see, but this is what we see on the ultrasound, and this looks normal. So I was actually there for about 4 hours going over everything with him, and he feels very confident that the AFP levels is kind of a false positive, I guess you could say, even though it wasn't like for sure positive, but like a false high. And he gave me a list of reasons as to why it could even come back that way. One of the reasons is actually that stupid subchronic hemorrhage that took me forever to get rid of. I guess that sometimes can cause a false high AFP level. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. But stay tuned, I will start recording a little bit more. Only a couple more weeks and then I can finally start driving again. I cannot wait.